Hey guys, surviving through annual winter game drought, I've picked up Double Fine's Broken Age. There were two reasons for it actually. The first one is the hype behind it. It's like the second most successful Kickstarter ever, so I was curious where all that money went to. And the second reason is that I've heard Broken Age is far easier than any old school adventure game ever. Because I really hate playing old school adventure games. They frustrate me to no end. Besides, back in the day it wasn't like you could go on the internet and find a guide in 2 seconds. It was more like get stuck, get frustrated, go back to playing Doom. And don't get me wrong, I like the stories, the characters, the humor. I just can't stand the gameplay. But you know what? I've beaten Broken Age without a single problem. Didn't even stumble on a single puzzle. Sounds good, right? But actually no. And hear me out on this one. There could be a couple of reasons I beat the game so easily. The first one, I got smarter over the years. It is possible, however I doubt that it increased my ability to solve adventure game puzzles, because I tried playing Leisure Suit Larry the other day and got stuck immediately. So I haven't changed, meaning the formula Broken Age was built on is different from the formula of old school adventure games. So the game is easy, but is it easy due to be well designed, so the puzzles kinda solve themselves, giving you a sense of achievement regardless? Or is it easy because it is just bad? Being a cynic, I tend to stick to the second option. The reason it is bad, however, I find quite obvious. It is not the creator's lack of imagination or using modern trends in gaming trying to appeal to a wider gaming audience. It looks like the main reason is budget problems. Funny how it is, since it was so successful on Kickstarter. The game was essentially funded on nostalgia for old school adventure games, so I sincerely doubt that Tim Schafer is just being an asshole when "Wee, look at all that money!" and just rented a private island for the whole development cycle. I bet that initially puzzles were more complex and required more stages to go through before finding a solution, which means having more areas, more dialogue, more animation. That basically comes down to more money. As it is, puzzles feel cut to meet the budget, thus too easy and unsatisfying. And I mean unsatisfying for me. I can only imagine what a letdown it is for an old adventure game fan. Actually, the only time I felt it as an old school adventure game is when I got to the fishing town in Vella's story. Those were fun. Yet again, it's like half an hour out of 3 required to beat Act 1. By the way, breaking the game in half is another proof of severe budget problems. It is an obvious attempt to plug holes and fund further development. Overall, it is just kinda sad. However, I had fun playing this game, but for a game founded on nostalgia, it has little nostalgia in it. That may be disappointing for people who backed it initially. It appears that this money wasn't enough to make a game they wanted, or at least it is my theory. For me, it was more fun than going to the movies, for instance. The art design is nice, story holds some interesting secrets, and humor is still there. By the way, is it just me, or there are a lot of adult jokes in this game? So, the game is worth a try, and maybe if more people buy the first act, the second one will be better. Or it will be cocaine and hookers for the whole development team. How the hell do I know how Tim Schafer runs his business? So, thanks for watching, guys. The name is GrrrVahrrr, and I shall see you from within my next video.
I can't wait to be in your mouth again.